At the age when most Hollywood legends prefer silence and nostalgia over revelation, Shirley MacLaine surprised the industry by making a confession that few expected and many never imagined. Known for her fearless personality, spiritual curiosity, and uncompromising honesty, MacLaine has always been a woman who refused to follow Hollywood's rules. Yet her recent comments about Rob Reiner sent shockwaves through film circles, not because of scandal, but because of the emotional truth and depth behind her words. For decades, MacLaine and Reiner shared a professional connection built on mutual respect, artistic collaboration, and an understanding of storytelling that transcended ordinary Hollywood relationships. But until now, few people understood how deeply their creative bond affected her perspective on cinema, power, and personal identity. In her confession, MacLaine revealed that working with Reiner forced her to confront aspects of herself she had long ignored: her vulnerability, her expectations, and her beliefs about control in art. She admitted that Reiner's directing style, which blends emotional authenticity with disciplined structure, challenged her more than most directors she had worked with. While many filmmakers allowed her legendary charisma to dominate the screen, Reiner pushed her to explore quieter, more introspective dimensions of her craft. MacLaine confessed that at first, she resisted this approach, feeling that it threatened the persona she had built over decades. Yet over time, she realized that his insistence on emotional honesty was not an attempt to limit her power, but to deepen it. This realization, she said, changed the way she understood acting and collaboration. She went even further, admitting that her interactions with Reiner exposed a broader truth about Hollywood itself: that true artistic growth often comes from discomfort, not applause. MacLaine reflected on how the industry tends to celebrate confidence and fame while quietly discouraging vulnerability and self-doubt. Reiner, she suggested, represented a rare kind of filmmaker who valued emotional truth over ego, something she found both unsettling and inspiring. Her confession was not about conflict, rivalry, or hidden drama, but about the invisible psychological battles that occur behind the scenes of great films. She revealed that during one project, she felt emotionally exposed in a way she had never experienced before, as if her carefully constructed public identity had been stripped away to reveal something more fragile and real. For a woman who built her career on strength and independence, this was both terrifying and transformative. MacLaine admitted that she had spent much of her life believing that control was the key to survival in Hollywood, but her experience with Reiner taught her that surrendering a degree of control could actually lead to greater artistic freedom. This confession stunned Hollywood because it contradicted the myth surrounding legendary stars: the idea that they are immune to doubt, insecurity, and transformation. By speaking openly, MacLaine shattered that illusion, revealing that even icons must confront their own limitations and fears. Her words also reframed how people view Reiner, not just as a successful director, but as someone who quietly reshaped the emotional landscapes of the actors he worked with. Industry insiders say her confession resonated so deeply because it exposed a truth rarely acknowledged: that behind Hollywood's glamour lies a constant struggle between ego and authenticity. MacLaine's revelation suggests that her relationship with Reiner was not merely professional, but symbolic of a larger turning point in her career. A moment when she realized that greatness is not about maintaining an image, but about daring to evolve. Fans who admired her confidence now see a more complex figure: a woman who achieved legendary status not by avoiding vulnerability, but by eventually embracing it. Her confession leaves Hollywood speechless, not because it reveals secrets, but because it reveals something far more unsettling and profound: the emotional cost of greatness and the hidden power of honest collaboration.